back to the channel. It's your main man Steven back again for the reactions or the summary of Premier League Matchday 21. I'll leave Chelsea, Liverpool to later. Liverpool, Chelsea. I'll go straight to Bournemouth, Tottenham Forest. Jaden Anthony with the goal in the 28th minute, assisted by Dango Otara, the new signing, I think. They just signed this player from Lorient in the Ligue 1, French league there, and he's doing the business already on the assist chart, hopefully to get on the score sheet soon. But starting Neto in goal, it's a bold decision by Gary O'Neill. I think it's Gary O'Neill. Bold decision there. You got Sam Sherridge. I think I heard of this guy's name. Oh, right. Sam Sherridge. The former Bournemouth man scoring against his former club. But Brennan Johnson with this is not a surprise. Brennan Johnson has been on the goal scoring sheet or the assist sheet all season, and he's been good, taking his championship form to the Premier League. Nottingham Forest might just stay up. I might make a video soon talking about my initial predictions for the Premier League table that I done before I even made this channel. So go check out that kind of video in the near future. But in general, Nottingham Forest are doing great. Forest are doing great to stay up. I initially predicted them to go down, I think in 18 or 19, in my opinion, but in generally, Nottingham Forest did better. But let's look at the lineups, right? Neto and goal. You have Jack Stevens, similar to my name, but yeah, Lloyd Kelly. In defense, Adam Smith. Zimbabwe, you rarely seen Zimbabwe players, but Jordan Jamora, back there. Jefferson Lerma has been around for a long time. And now the Burkina Faso midfielder, Dango Atara. You have Joe Roswell coming in. Jaden Anthony. And I think Ryan Christie they bought from Celtic, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. But yeah, Kiefer Moore, I think they got from, I think it's Cardiff City, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's good to drop Mark Travers, especially after that 9-0 against Liverpool, and then it's downhill for him. He should be sold or get rid for sure. You have Senesi, the Argentine on the bench, Pearson, Shiriki, Dembele. There's so many Dembeles, bro. But this Dembele guy isn't even from France. He's from Scotland. A key point there. And yeah, and as for us, Wayne Hennessy in goal after Dean Henderson suffered a nasty injury, which will keep him out maybe for a month or so. But yeah, maybe 2 months. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, Joe Worrell in defense. Serge Aurier, the former Spurs player. I think he went to Villarreal as well. So yeah, Willy Barley, former Wolves player. Renan Lodi, former Atletico Madrid player in that defense. It's a good defense in general. Mangala, a new Belgian prospect. Morgan Gibbs-White can be considered for England national team if he continues to perform well. Maybe, I'm not sure, just a suggestion. Ryan Yates and Remo Freuler. Yeah. Brennan Johnson, Chris Wood signing from Newcastle. Yeah, I don't know why Newcastle signed him. I think it's an emergency signing until They settled in the transfer market. But yeah, Steve Cook not doing good. Nico Williams on the bench. I don't know what. I guess it's because no, it's not. I don't know why. It's because Serge Aurier signed. But yeah, Jesse Lingard on the bench. I don't know why for that one. Not sure. He should be playing in the midfield or the wing. Danilo, I think, is a new signing they got from Brazil. I think it's Grêmio or one of those clubs. And yeah, 1-1 draw. Big up to Jaden Anthony. He's already doing better than Jaden Sancho. Just one of my inside jokes. But yeah. Move on. Moving on. Leicester versus Brighton here. Leicester versus Brighton. A 2-2 draw. I expected Brighton to do better, especially after their recent forms, bro. The recent forms of Brighton was good. They smashed Liverpool. I think they beat some other team. I think it was Forest or one of those teams. Yeah, but their winning streak comes to an end, Brighton. But I think it's Roberto De Zerbi is doing good with this team regardless. But Leicester are really fighting. They're lower than most expect. I don't know. Some people say Brendan Rodgers gets sacked, but I'm not sure. It might be harsh on the guy, the former Liverpool manager. But in general, Leicester used to be top five, at least fifth or sixth in the Europa League spot, but now they are, I think, 11th or. Wait, let me look at the table. No, not even 11. 14, my bad. 14th, they climbing up out of relegation zone. They were down there at one point. But yeah, Brendan Rodgers somehow saved them. But in general, I think this Leicester side is playing the wrong people at the back. Look what they're doing. Danny Ward, I don't know, maybe Leicester need a new goalkeeper, especially after Schmeichel. They really struggled without Schmeichel. And who's the other player they lost? They lost some other player. Johnny Evans injury. I don't know. I forgot the player they lost. Basically, they're missing Harry Maguire big time, and Jamie Vardy not delivering like he used to. That's the big problem for. I think they're not using Ian Nacho and Daka enough, maybe. Wout Foy's in the defense. They're still using Amarte, which I find a nuisance because Amarte is a midfielder. He's not really a defender. You know what I mean? He's a defensive midfielder maybe, but not a defender. If you have Vestergaard on the bench, Soyuncu on the bench. I know he's linked with Atletico Madrid, Soyuncu, but in general, why do you not play? And you put Daka and Iheanacho on the bench. That's the wrong selection for Brendan Rodgers, in my opinion. Those guys are very vital to this team. Luke Thomas playing. I think James Justin is injured or something like that. That's a blow. James Justin and Luke Thomas look good for Leicester, but in general, yeah. Yeah, that's their back line. The midfield is okay. Harvey Barnes back on the score sheet is always good. He's been suspect throughout the season. Yuri Tillemans. Yeah, Yuri Tillemans, man. Linked with Liverpool, linked with other clubs. But in general, I don't know. He's having an off season. Naples Mandy returning. Yeah, use him more. Pratt, I don't know if you should use Dennis Pratt that often. Maybe you should start James Madison. That's what I would, or start Mark Albrighton. That might be a saying, but it's up to the manager. It's not really me. saying these things. Dewsbury Hall having an off game, but yeah. I Yeah, Robert Sanchez in goal is good. He's been brilliant recently. Saved many saves against Liverpool. That's why they kept a clean sheet. But yeah, Lewis Dunk. He's the player that I said should leave the club, but whatever, he's the captain. So yeah. Pascal Grob had a good game. Paul Hecky, I don't know this guy very well. I think he's a new player. Correct me if I'm mistaken. But Purvis Stupian, what a signing. Brilliant player. Brilliant player. Solly March has been good. McAllister is losing a bit of form since his last goal, but he's still great. Lallana still there, the former Liverpool man, got injured, I think. That's why he got subbed off early. Matoma is a jam, bro. This Japanese player, there's not many Japanese players that click. They don't usually do well in the World Cup, but in the leagues, like Minamino not used enough at Monaco, for instance. Used well at Southampton, I think. Matoma is an example. There's other Okazaki in the past at Leicester, I think. Moise Caicedo, these are good players by Brighton, but they should try to keep hold of some of these players because they're heavily linked with Liverpool, especially McAllister and maybe Caicedo. But yeah, Donny Van de Beek, Welbeck. I said Donny Van de Beek for some reason. My mistake. Danny Welbeck, the former Arsenal man. It's okay, but recently I think Nketiah broke his record for most goals. I think 25 or plus. Is it 25 plus? I think it's somewhere there for Arsenal. But yeah, that guy's on a roll. Tyrek Lamptey should have started maybe. Ahead of Dunk maybe. Or on the fullback area. He has not started. Weltman. Yeah, Weltman. I think he's former Ajax man, if I'm not mistaken, Weltman. Billy Gilmore, former Chelsea man, on the bench. Undev not used, and Evan Ferguson. What a player. He's young and got the goals. So the goals came from Kaoru Matoma in the 27th minute, set up by Estupiñán. See what I mean? This guy's a legend, Estupiñán. And a Mark Albrighton with the goal in the 38th minute. Harvey Barnes makes it 2-1 in the 63rd minute. But Ivan Ferguson off the bench, with the goal. Another assist by Estupiñán to make it 2-2. Fight back by Brighton, but in general, Brighton should have won this game, but it was just lucky for Leicester. They got the better chances, I guess. And let's look at the stats. Brighton outpossessed Leicester clearly. Double amount of possession, basically. And yeah, in general, Brighton even outshot Leicester and could not score more. I'm surprised. 2 shots from Leicester, 2 goals. See what I mean? 2 shots on target. My bad about that. 4 shots on target by Brighton. My bad. 9 shots to Brighton. 13 shots. And 2 goals. Not good enough, Brighton. Could improve on that. Numerous amount of passes by Brighton. Leicester had more clearances. Brighton had 1 more corner than Leicester. 2 offsides by Brighton, unfortunately. Yeah, just, man, not good clinical enough from Brighton is all I have to say. But good job to try to savor that Conference League or Europa League spot by Brighton. Definitely. And we move. Not too much to talk about this game. Ollie Watkins in the 77th minute, set up by Douglas Luiz, former City man, I think. Man of the match, Martinez. Definitely Martinez has been brilliant. Badznu, I think, is the number one goalkeeper for Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Kyle Walker, Peters, Lianco. This is the good back four as well. Walker, Peters, Lianco, Seletak, Sar, Okar, and Mohamed Salisu. You have James Ward-Prowse, Adam Armstrong, Indoji, how you pronounce that? A youngster, I think. Diallo, Ibrahima Diallo gets more game time. Lavia is okay. Che Adams, still there for sure. Ainsley Maitland-Niles should get more game time in my opinion. I think he's still young, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not I forgot how old Ainsley Maitland-Niles is. Does it say here? Probably does. 25 years of age, I think. Yep. Aribo there. Giampo there, Mohamed Elanusi. See what I mean? Mislav Orsic should get more game time, and Mara should get more game time. Once more, Mara scores in the EFL Cup, and now he's on the bench. Come on, Nathan Jones. What are you doing with the Southampton side? Seriously. But it was always going to be bound win for Uni Emery at the helm. So constant defense, Tyrone Ming still missing the presence of Diego Carlos, who's been absent for so long. Record signing, but absent since the injury. It's just unfortunate with the injuries for Villa here. Ashley Young, Douglas Luiz, Emmanuel Buendia has been okay recently. Jacob Ramsey, Kamara, Ollie Watkins, Bailey, Robin Olsen on the bench. Matty Cash should get more game time in my opinion. Caleb Chambers maybe for Consa. But yeah, Morgan Sanson. Philip Coutinho not getting enough game time in my opinion. Leander Dendoncker as well should get more game time. And you're missing players like Ings left for West Ham, and who else you have? I forgot the injuries. There's more injuries, I think. McGinn is absent. Yeah, definitely. Scott McGinn. But yeah, still got the job done. Not much to say about this one. And we keep moving. West Ham United 2. Everton, no. Neverton is going down, bro. They're going down. Frank Lampard sacked in the morning, that's for sure. It happened. And definitely both managers were under a sack race in this one. West Ham outside the relegation zones is about. West Ham is another one of those teams that should be top 7, top 5 maybe. Top 7 seems more reasonable. They were in the Europa League. I think they are still in the Europa League or Conference League, one of those leagues. I think it's Conference League or something. And they were awaiting their opponents. Are they? Is West Ham? I don't remember. Maybe not for this season. I think that was last season or something like that. But they were one of the favorites and then lost out to Olympic Lyon or one of those teams. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely Uh, Bowen is back. 2 goals, 1 assist by Antonio, who's absent on the score sheet for a damn long time. I feel sad for the guy. Sorry about the rotation there, but yeah, Lucas Fabianski in goal, Kurt Zuma, Obana, and Edward was brilliant at the World Cup. The Moroccan. You got Vladimir Kufal, Lucas Paqueta, Emerson, and Declan Rice there. You know what I mean? Mikel Antonio, Gerard Bowen, and Saeed Benrahma as well. Areola should get more game time in my opinion. He should rotate with Fabianski. Ben Johnson not getting enough game time. Cresswell as well should get more game time in my opinion. Kerher maybe need more game time to get his confidence boost because he's definitely one of the worst German defenders, but he was good, better at PSG, but dropped off. Needs to improve. Maybe get more game time to get his more confidence. I'm not sure about that one. Pablo Fornals needs more game time. Lanzini as well. I don't know. This is my suggestion for David Moyes. Schuchech should start, in my opinion. Danny Ings just came, but yeah, big win from West Ham. Pickford in a lot of trouble. James Tarkowski, Yuri Mina, and Connor Cody look sluggish at the back. Onana, Mykolenko, the new signing, Seamus Koeman, and Idrissa Gueye. I think Mykolenko, isn't he a defender though? I'm not sure. Demarai Gray, Alex Iwobi, and Calvert Lewin. You should give more time to Neo Maupay. You know what I mean? Maybe rotate Bigovic with Pickford. Maybe that will help. Holgate maybe get more game time. Ruben Vinegar as well. I'm not sure. You should rotate. You can't stick to the same guys all the time, maybe. Tom Davis. Dwight McNeil should get more game time. Same name as Gary O'Neill. Similar name, at least. Anthony Gordon, why is he on the bench? This is a gem of Everton, wasted on the bench. He's become benched, heating up the bench for no reason. Neil Maupay as well. What are you doing? Maybe Ellis Sims should get some run out. I'm not even sure. But it will be a disgrace if Everton go down and there's no more Merseyside derbies. But I do, at the same time, as a Liverpool fan, I'm kind of happy about this situation because of the previous season. I think it was 2 seasons ago. Richarlison, high boot, hit the crutch of Thiago and got him injured for a long time. And the same game, Pickford should have got a red card for injuring Van Dijk. But yeah, it's just, I won't be upset if Everton go down. The likely candidates for Everton, Sean Dykes. I don't know about a Big Sam. Maybe someone else. Wayne Rooney linked. I don't know who else linked. Marcelo Bielsa linked. These are all managers who haven't had jobs for a while. But yeah. So we will see. I think this is the second manager sacked. I'm not mistaken. Correct me in the comments. Frank Lampard and Ralph Hasenhuttl sacked. And Southampton had not survived since. So we will see. The relegation battle down there will get heated. Much more heated than the title race, some may say. Okay, moving on. Newcastle, no. Crystal Palace, no. Not much to say. Just go over the lineups briefly. Guayata, Ward, Tyrone Mitchell, Guihi, Richards. Oh, Chris Richards. Wasn't he a Hoffenheim player, I think? Or was it Bayern? I don't remember. One of the Bundesliga clubs. Chris Richards. Jordan Ayew. I always mix up Jordan Ayew and his brother Andre Ayew, who's in Al Sadd. I forgot he was in Swansea, but in the past. But yeah, Eberechi Eze had an absent game. Zaha as well. Edward as well. Why you signed Sam Johnstone? This is the thing I don't like about Crystal Palace. They're not giving no game time to Sam Johnstone as backup goalkeeper. They should rotate goalkeepers, in my opinion. They should. Sam Johnstone is quality. That's why he used to be called up to the England national squad. Now he isn't because he's not getting game time. That's the reason. Nathaniel Klein, former Liverpool player off the bench. Maybe he should start the game. You know what I mean? Luka Milojovic, or however you pronounce that name, should start the game maybe. Olise should start with Zaha, Edward, Eze, and Co. Maybe drop a Jordan Ayew. You know what I mean? Will Hughes off the bench. Redewald should get some game time maybe. Mateta should get more game time. Sub him on earlier, in my opinion. Nick Pope in goal has been brilliant. Kieran Trippier, Botman. I don't know why Newcastle signed an extension to Loris Karius, former Liverpool goalkeeper. I don't know why they even considered him and extend his contract. They should sell him if he's not getting any game time. But whatever. Kieran Trippier, Botman, Schär, and Byrne. They really need a... Schär has been brilliant recently, but maybe they need a backup to Schär. A world-class quality defender beside Botman there. But yeah, that's just my recommendation. Joe Willock, Sean Longstaff, and Bruno Guimaraes. Maybe one midfielder like a James Maddison or someone in that mid will be good. Maybe a James Ward-Prowse. I don't know who you'll take at Newcastle. Joe Linton, Callum Wilson, Almiron. The same old starting 11. I think you should rotate and put Isak up front. That's just my opinion. And give Alex Saint-Maximin as run up from the start is my recommendation. The guy's too good to be left out, in my opinion. Yeah, that's just my recommendation. Maybe my ideal midfield for Newcastle will be Joe Linton, Joe Willock, and Bruno Guimaraes, and up front Saint-Maximin, Isak, Almiron. That will be who I would start. And Callum Wilson maybe off the bench early if Isak does not deliver. That's just my recommendation. But yeah. Oh man, this video was longer than I anticipated it to be. I didn't know it would take this long to go over all the fixtures, but yeah. But I don't intend to do a two-part video for this one, so I'll just go over all of them. Leeds, no. Brentford, no. Boring. Snooze fest. Yet again. Another snooze fest. Oh man, I expected a high-scoring game and I didn't get it. Ilan Millier in goal. Luke Ayling, the captain. Robin Koch. Pascal Struijk has been good. The new signing, Maxim Wolber, I think, from Salzburg. Signed the Salzburg players and signed the United States players. Jesse Marsh, but yeah. You have a lot of them. You have already Brendan Aronson. Tyler Adams, see what I mean? Bring more. Mark Roca, Jack Harrison. Had looked good recently. Nanto has been a gem recently. Rodrigo losing some steam of form. Joe Robles. Oh man. I remember Dominic Rich used this guy. I think talked about him. Junior Firpo not getting game time. Maybe should get more, in my opinion. Diego Llorente losing the pecking order. Christensen on the bench. Patrick Bamford needs more game time. Sinistera as well. These are two good players and not getting enough game time, in just my opinion. And the new signing Rutter not getting a run out yet. Rutter, I think, from Hoffenheim, if I'm not mistaken. Joe Gearhart should get more game time, in my opinion. And Sam Greenwood, especially if you have 5 substitutions now, you should make use of the substitute. Jesse Marsh, just a suggestion there. As for um, Thomas Frank there, I almost said Frank Lampard again because the links with Frank Lampard has been high. The speculation about him. But David Raya, Pinnock, Ben Mee, Ayer at the back, Rico Henry, Norgard, Jansen, Josh Da Silva, Rosslov, good players. Ivan Toney, Mabuamo. You should start a front three of Ivan Toney, Mabuamo, and Johan Wissa instead of bringing Johan Wissa as a super sub. You know what I mean? I think that will be better for Bradford, just my opinion. And you should give more game time to Thomas Strakosha as well, in my opinion, the former Lazio goalkeeper. Just a suggestion. Kevin Shade, I think, is a new signing. Should get more game time. Vissa. Mikkel Damsgaard left out? Come on, this guy's a gem from Atalanta and you're leaving him out. Come on, use him more. Just a suggestion. But yeah, not much. Move on. We keep it moving. Wolves 3. I think Manchester City 3, Wolves no. Didn't watch this game, to be honest. There was so many football, I just didn't watch this game. But Ederson, John Stones, Laporte, Akanji, Gundogan, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Rico Lewis in the midfield. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Use Rico Lewis in midfield. Okay, Erling Haaland, Jack Grealish, Mahrez. Ruben Diaz not getting game time, I guess. Cancelo on the bench. Calvin Phillips, Bernardo. It's not the strongest 11 you start for City, but still get the job done. Wolves has been sluggish this season. Jose Sa, Nathan Collins, Semedo, Kilman, Buono, the new signing, I think. Mario Lemina getting more game time as the new signing. Ruben Neves, Mateus Nunes, Raul Jimenez, Juanqui Chan, Adama Traore. Why not start Ain't Nori? He's a gem, in my opinion. Totti should get a start, maybe. Podence as well. He's been in form and now you sub him. You may start Sarabia. Maybe that would be a good choice. Cunha as well. Diego Costa not getting starts. I don't know. Wolves is all over the place under Lopetegui, and it's not looking good. Erling Haaland gets a hat trick in this game. I think his second hat trick, if I'm not mistaken, in the Premier League. His second or third hat trick, I think. And assisted by De Bruyne and Mahrez and a penalty. Okay, move on. Last. Arsenal 3. Man United 2. Oh man, where do I start? What a bullet from, or a screamer from Marcus Rashford from a long distance out. Arsenal fans. Even the World Cup, not World Cup winner, Ramsdale couldn't save it. One of the best goalkeepers in the league. Why would you say De Gea is one of the best goalkeepers? He's been great, but I won't say he's been the best. I say Nick Pope, Ramsdale, Ederson isn't even that great. Nick Pope, Ramsdale, De Gea is better than Ederson, just my opinion. Lloris has been poor. Leno has been okay, but yeah. Um, Martinez has been great, but yeah. So Ramsdale, Ben White, Gabriel, William Saliba, Zinchenko, great back four. I don't know why White is on the. You're starting Ben White. I don't think he's a natural right back, to be honest. Tomiyasu's a natural right back, but you start Ben White, and he's been poor this game. Poor. Thomas Partey, good in the Tottenham game, but not so good. So good. Uh, on the day, Martin Odegaard has been good. Why people Arsenal fans say he's been bad? He's your captain, and he's been good. The kid, I think, still 20 something, 22, I think, 24. One of your younger players. You had some good players from Real Madrid, Danny Ceballos in the past, and link with Camavinga. And most people say it's not happening, but it's too bad. The Wonder Kid is good. Not getting game time at Real Madrid. I don't know why they signed Camavinga and he's not getting much game time there. Because you're mostly starting Valverde, Modric, Cruz, and Trumani instead of Camavinga, his compatriot. But yeah, Granit Xhaka looked alright. Saka looked like a gem. He was great. Martinelli, not clinical enough. Looked promising, but not the greatest day. Eddie Nketiah was very fortunate today. Great on the day. But Boyako Saka has to be my man of the match for that game. But yeah. But you can't give a low rating on Ramsdale, guys. He couldn't do much for the first goal. After the game, Arsenal fans are disappointed with Ramsdale, but he couldn't do much for the first goal. And the second goal, he was unlucky. So how can you say he's been bad? He's been great. I gave him a 9 is because I guess 9 is a little high, maybe a 7, but he was unlucky on the day. Unlucky for the Lisandro Martinez goal, have to say. But yeah, there's nothing he can do for the Rashford goal, that's for sure. Even the best goalkeeper can't do nothing about it. David De Gea, Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, Christian Eriksen, my bad about that, Anthony, Scott McTominay coming in for Casemiro, which is a big absentee. I don't know why Casemiro did something stupid before the United Arsenal game, but yeah, Waghorst, the new signing, had some chances from headers, but not good enough. Malacia should get more game time, in my opinion. Fred as well. Pelistri, why is he not getting enough game time? I don't know. This guy's a promising prospect. Elanga as well. I don't know what's going on about these selections. You have so many substitutes and you're not using them wisely. It's just my opinion. And Garnacho brought on late. That's another thing. But I'm happy as a Liverpool fan. Want Arsenal to win the league. I'm sick and tired of seeing City win the league year after year. Even if they win the league, they're never going to catch up to Man United and Liverpool when it comes to English titles. Just put it that way. Just put it that way. Just put it that way. Sorry. So, Marcus Rashford in the 17th minute, like I said. Eddie Nketiah in the 24th minute. Equalizer. Nice goal from a header, I think. Saka restores the lead from a pass from Tomiyasu, who came in and looked sharp when he came in. Looked better than Ben White, in my opinion. And then, boy, oh boy, I was shocked after Lisandro Martinez scored. And later on, I thought it was going to be a draw for United. But boy, oh boy, did Nketiah do well. I think it was from a corner or something. He came in, scored a late goal. Controversial offside, people might say. It was not offside in my opinion, and it's a brilliant goal. Move on to the last game. Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspur. Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspur. It's been great for Tottenham perspective. Harry Kane, I think, breaking records as well for the top goal scorer for Tottenham. Yeah, Harry Kane. See what I mean? Harry Kane scores 266 goals for Tottenham. All-time joint leader. And beating Jamie Greaves' record, as he equaling Jamie Greaves' record and might beat it soon for Tottenham. But it could have been an even better night for Spurs star, who was denied a goal that would have made him only the third player to join the Premier League's 200 club after Alan Shearer and Wayne Rooney. See what I mean? Kudos to him. Kudos to Harry Kane there. Arsenal Nketiah, 38. Nketiah will have the same number of goals as Tony Adams, 581 appearances, and Mark Overmars, an Arsenal legend as well. During his time at Arsenal, Welbeck was known for his versatility and ability to play in a variety of positions. He was used as both a central striker and a wide forward, and was able to contribute to the team in different ways. He was known for his pace, work rate, and technical ability. Welbeck had a good scoring record for Arsenal, scoring 32 goals in 126 appearances for the club. He also contributed the team with his movement, link-up play, and ability to create chances for his teammates. He was a popular figure among the supporters for his humble and hard-working attitude. Despite his ability, Welbeck suffered from a number of injuries during his time. Okay, whatever. Eddie Nketiah has now scored 32 goals for the Arsenal first team, a total he shares with Danny Welbeck and Arsenal legend Patrick Vieira, amongst others. That's a good record to break. To reach that total, Nketiah needed just 117 games as opposed to 126 for Welbeck and 400 for Vieira. Well, Vieira is a different position. He's not a forward, so it makes sense. George Graham, who also scored 32, did that in 110 games, so less games. Well, Ray Kennedy needed only 70 to hit the same total. Nketiah, however, scoring his goals at a rate of 1 every 158 minutes, whereas for Graham it was 299 and Kennedy 143. Brilliant stuff. Nketiah has now scored more for Arsenal than Lucas Podolski and Adrian Arshwin, another legend. Santi Cazorla. Yeah, this guy. Where is he? Outside, I think. Santi Cazorla. I always thought he was a former Napoli man, but he's a former Arsenal man, because I always get the links with Napoli incorrectly. And Nicholas Anelka. He beat Nicholas Anelka. Thomas Rosicki. I remember that Arsenal player. Nicholas Pepe as well. Samir Nasri. Remember him? Jose Antonio Reyes. Yeah, this guy. Eduardo. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Yeah, he was Arsenal before. Iwobi as well, to just name a few. Last but not least, Liverpool versus Chelsea. I saved the best for last. Not really the best performance by Liverpool though. Snooze fest. We should have scored. Gakpo should have scored. But Kepa Arrizabalaga was good on the day and kept out Liverpool on Modric's Premier League debut as well. No Carvalho, problems for Liverpool. The 11, I hate the 11 for this one. You have Alisson Becker in goal, Joe Gomez. I don't want to see Joe Gomez near this Liverpool squad, to be honest. Konate. Milner, I don't want to see him as well. Seriously, I know he's the captain and all, but no. Even Henderson is going to be better than Milner, just my opinion. Andrew Robertson. Okay, the back is looking bad. Gomez and Milner already. Thiago, Keita, Bajekta. I don't want to see Keita, bro. I don't want to see Keita. I want to see more, maybe Elliott in the midfield, maybe a Henderson in the midfield. Fabinho, even Fabinho. Just don't put Keita. I don't want to see him. Mohamed Salah, Gakpo, Elliott. The front three is okay. I'll take that. But no, Carvalho, that's a big problem in this lineup. That's the biggest problem in this lineup. You have to start Carvalho and Konate. They are the cheat code. The only reason Liverpool can keep clean sheets or win games is because Carvalho and Konate both start games. How does Klopp not know this? Simika's on the bench. Kelleher. I don't know what move away. That's a bad decision. Kelleher should not go nowhere, even if he's the backup goalkeeper. He's our best backup goalkeeper. Matip. Even Matip start ahead of Gomez, I'll be happy. Trent should have started, seriously. Fabinho maybe should have started. Henderson as well. Ox, I'm happy he's on the bench. Curtis Jones. Darwin Núñez. Not many options on the bench. Where's Carvalho? That's my question. Where is he? What happened? That's the biggest thing I have to say. And why is Ben Doak not on the... And Clark not on the lineup for a long time? I don't know what's happening. That's the first thing I'll have to say. Second, Kepa Arrizabalaga for Chelsea. Trevor Chalobah linked with a move away. I don't know why. He's been good at Chelsea. Despite me being a Liverpool fan, but he's been good. Bennett Badishile has been a good signing. Thiago Silva on the verge of a 1-year extension at Chelsea. Jorginho should be sold by Chelsea. Hakim Ziyech on the way out. Jose Mourinho want him since Zaniolo linked with Tottenham. So yeah. Cucurella. And Lewis Hall, who's getting a lot of game time lately from Graham Potter. I don't know why. But yeah. Not the quality player, in my opinion. Mason Mount. Not the same Mason Mount as last season, but yeah. Conor Gallagher and Kai Havertz. Not the ideal 11 from Chelsea. Stating that Koulibaly on the bench, who should never be benched. Asfil Arqueta. Maybe should start in the absence of Reece James, of course. And you have this guy by the name of Bashir. Humphreys, don't know him, a youngster. Ruben Loftus-Cheek should not be near this club. Modric came in from Shakhtar Donetsk for a record fee of 100 million. Chukwuemeka, the new youngster at Chelsea. Aubameyang still here, I don't know why. David Datro Fofana signed but not getting game time. It's just a disgrace from Chelsea. All the signings they're having and no game time. It's a disgrace, in my opinion. But yeah, in general, Liverpool should have won this game. I know Chelsea had an offside goal, but other than that, Chelsea were not the better team in this game. Liverpool had the better chances, in my opinion. Not to be biased as a Liverpool fan, but just stating facts. Poor performance from Liverpool. Hope FSG out soon and the Qatar owners in. to sort out Liverpool before deadline day. I think that is Tuesday or Monday, deadline day, the 31st of this month. But in general, Liverpool should at least get some loan signings for that midfield. I don't even care if it's loan or a permanent deal right now. Just need some legs in that midfield and maybe one in the defense. I'm asking for three. People might say, opposition fans might say that's a little too much. I don't care what opposition fans say. I just care what is best for the club. And that is to bring in two midfielders and one defender. That's just my opinion. Moving on. From your main man, Steven, peace out. Steve Squad, signing out.